Deck number 10. Hello. So I'm gonna get a spoon, and then I'm gonna go over here. We do this approximately at 6:30. It's currently a little bit too late, but it's okay. I'm gonna get
hungry.
one of these
I'm hungry, Mom.
wet foods from right here, and then I'm gonna grab the dry food as well.
I'm hungry.
After we film this, you can have a snack, okay?
Alright, so I'm gonna open this up. Alright, so we're gonna scoop a little bit more than half of this into Pitkin's bowl, the red one. Just because we need her to eat it for the insulin shot, and then the rest of it goes into Bingus's bowl, Oscar's bowl. And then we're just gonna top it. Just gonna get like one scoop of the kibble.
You're not showing how much is in there.
Huh? Yeah, we're gonna get like one scoop of the kibble, and we're just gonna sprinkle it on the top of each of these. So it looks like that. So Pitkin has just a little bit more of the wet food than Oscar does. And so this is what they're gonna eat. So, but we separate them so that Oscar doesn't eat all of Pitkin's food.
And to make sure that Pitkin gets enough intake, so we can monitor how much she's eaten, so we know we can give her her insulin shot.
So they know where they're supposed to eat. So I set Pitkin's down. She knows that that's hers. Oscar knows where his goes, which is right here. We set his down right here. Then they will chow down. We're going to close the door here so Oscar doesn't come out and eat all of Pitkin's food. Now we just have to wait a little bit for Pitkin to eat. If sometimes she'll walk away and get the spoon and scoop it from the sides. I'll show that in a minute, but scoop it around from the sides because she doesn't like to eat it when it's in the corner of her bowl. So she wants it to be in the middle of her bowl.
We give her like 15 to 20 minutes to eat before we do the shot.
Yeah, it doesn't usually take quite that long, but sometimes she walks away. Shh, Jody. So sometimes she walks away and you can scoop her stuff. Jody.
Just a second, honey. We're just recording this for the pet sitter.
So sometimes when she walks away, if you scoop it to the center, then she'll come back and have some more. And when she does eat most of her food, then we give her the shot. And sometimes she eats a little bit more after we give her the shot.
So I personally look for her to eat like 3/4 of her meal before I give her the shot.
Yeah.
If you give it too soon, it can have adverse impact.
Well, you just
with
want
the
to make
insulin.
sure that she eats some of her food.
Right. She needs the food in her system before she gets the shot.
My turn?
Almost.
Yeah, so we can...
Okay, go ahead, Jody. Tell us about your movie.
I don't want to talk into that.
You don't want to? Why don't you show us how you pick up your toys?
No.
Or you could tell us about the treasure map you made earlier.
No.
Are you really hungry?
Can I have that?
No. Are you really?
Quack. I want two quacks. It's in the bag.
You said you were hungry. Are you hungry for real?
I'm hungry for crackers. Can I talk into that?
Yeah.
I'm hungry for crackers, Mama.
Okay.
Please.
Okay.
So Pitkin's over there. She's got a little bit of food left. She's eaten most of it actually already. So, gonna get the spoon. And just scoop it, and here she comes. So she'll eat probably most of the rest of it right now. So then we'll prepare the shot. And put this stuff up. Back here. And this will, I'll rinse it off and put it in the recycling. The recycling is right here. I'll empty this. Hopefully I'll remember to empty that. Alright, let's go. Are we rolling?
Yes.
Okay.
I've been rolling this whole time.
Good. Alright, so we're gonna prepare the shot. The needles are up here. There's 2 containers that are full of used needles. Shh. Stop talking, please. So we're gonna pull out.
You are helping, honey.
We're gonna pull out a new needle from the bottom here, and it has two points at caps on it. One for the plunger and one for the needle. So we're gonna take both of those off and just put them into the top of this, and then we're gonna turn this knob so that it goes down into the thing. So now the needle is open. The first thing you have to do is actually, there's a little bit of air at the top, so you have to push it up so that the air goes up, so there's no air. Okay, so now we're going to get the insulin, which is in the fridge right here. There's an old one in here, and there's a newer one.
We'll label that for you so you're not confused which one to use.
Yeah, so the newer one is fuller, the older one is empty. Okay, so to get the insulin out, the first thing that you're going to do, don't shake it. We're just going to tip it over like this.
Gently.
Yeah. So it mixes up a little bit. Don't shake it though. You don't want bubbles in the insulin.
So you can do that about 10 times to make sure the insulin is mixed well. You'll notice when you first pull it out of the fridge, the medicine is separated. And then you want it to be, can you show how it's cloudy if you turn the bottle? If you turn the bottle to where you can see the medicine, it should be totally mixed and cloudy all the way through.
Okay, so here's the numbers that we're going to use. We're only giving her a dose that is of 1. So you put the needle into the middle of the insulin like that, holding it upright. The first pull, we're going to just pull a little bit extra and push it out. Then the next pull, we're going to get it, go overshoot from 1 and then push it down so that you're getting 1.
And I sometimes just do a little bit less even because it's safer.
Yeah, it's undershoot it. Undershoot it. Better to undershoot than to overshoot.
Yeah.
The measurement. Okay, so now that I have it, I'm going to withdraw the needle. And then I am going to flick it just a couple times to get the bubbles to the top. Now, this is going to be difficult to see, but the needle has
an eye, basically, like an opening.
Yeah, it's like an eye. It's cut at an angle. You want the open part to face up when you're putting it into Pitkin. So I usually at this point identify where the open part of the needle is and hold it, because it's not always in alignment to where this like handle part of the plunger is. So I just try to figure out where it is and hold it like that. Now I got to go find the cat. She's right there.
She usually goes right there after she eats. And then it's important when you are administering the shot to insert it parallel to her body, so you don't want to be injecting her like up and down.
Okay, so I'm gonna I'm gonna go like this with her fur. So I'm creating a
Scruff.
little, yeah, her scruff, yeah. So I'm creating a little indentation with her skin. And
He's using his fingers to tent, and then he's making a little indentation with his thumb, and that's where the needle's gonna go.
just like that.
And it should be very smooth to go in, you'll feel it.
And that's it. I put it in, I pushed the plunger, it's done now. Now I'm gonna drop the needle back into the thing and wash my hands, and I'm gonna open the bedroom door to let Pitkin go to the bathroom in our room, because she doesn't get to go to the bathroom in our room. Sometimes she pees on rugs. So.
The last thing to note while he's getting the needle in the canister, then you turn it to put it in.
Washing my hands.
Important to really wash your hands well after, just in case there's any insulin on you, but the way that the bottle is and the needle is, you should be fine. So it goes back up here.
This goes back in the fridge.
Needs to be refrigerated at all times. I know, honey. And then one other thing with the, after you give the shot to the cat, it's important that you don't rub the area. We can leave you instructions, written instructions as well, if that's helpful. But she'll go eat some more usually after she gets her shot. So if you want to leave the door shut for a few more minutes, just to give her a little bit of time to do that before you release Oscar, that is also totally fine.
Oscar usually comes into the scene and is like, "Hey, I'll eat all your food for you." So, but she's okay. She ate most of it.
And then after she's done eating, we need to pick up the food bowls. Here he comes. Because it's important now that she is diabetic that she's not eating that she's not eating between meals. And fresh water is important because she will drink a lot of water. That's it.